designed to serve commercially sexually exploited girls. Calls like these are common. Tonight, the on-call staff is already at home in Brooklyn, so I figure it's easier and quicker for me to just grab a cab downtown, do a quick assessment, try to make the girl feel safe and comfortable, and then transfer the case on Monday to one of my staff members. I figure I can still make it home in time for the Soup's 1 a.m. rerun and my weekly date with Joel McHale. 10 minutes after arriving at the agency, though, I'm grouchy and wishing I'd actually let the phone ring. The security guard gives me a hard time about getting into the building, and the 2 staff workers on duty act as if I'm invisible. I'm deposited on a bench in the hallway by another staff person who then disappears for almost an hour. Time well spent writing furious emails in my head to the agency's supervisor detailing what constitutes an emergency call on a Friday night and what doesn't. I'm struck as always by the sterile, clinical atmosphere of the agency. This newly renovated center had been unveiled with much fanfare from the city. In fairness, it stands in stark contrast to the prior building, which had been Dickensian in its disrepair. Yet I can't help feeling that they've really missed the boat with this new facility. Though it is clean, the harsh fluorescent lights and pale green walls, with the long hallways decorated with nothing more than a few child abuse hotline posters, don't really add up to a warm feeling. I couldn't imagine being a child who was brought here. Actually, I could, and that was worse. If you ended up here, it was likely after repeated abuse or neglect. You would have probably just have been removed from your home, a terrifying experience, even if you did feel lucky to escape. Now you were in unfamiliar territory, with strangers, in one of the most child-unfriendly spaces in the city. I guess this thought had occurred to people other than me, because at least the living areas for the infants and toddlers had a wall mural and some brightly colored plastic furniture. Someone must have figured that the older kids didn't need color or a semblance of warmth, as the only thing that decorated the walls of the girls' unit were some pictures ripped out from Essence and Honey magazines. Clearly one of the staff had tried, but the effort is almost comical. A few magazine pictures curled at the edges of happy black women and girls, fashionable and beautiful, eating, laughing, celebrating life. I guess that a concerned woman of color who worked there desperately wanted the children of color, the overwhelming majority who came through the doors, to see images that looked like them in vastly different circumstances. Yet the sparseness of the unit in contrast with the staged, golden-lit happiness of the models make their picture-perfect lives seem all the more unachievable and remote. I decide to once again offer my 5 decorating cents. Warmer, brighter paint, colorful pictures, curtains, lamps, throw pillows, to the director before I leave. I sit there redecorating in my mind, alternating between frustration with waiting so bloody long and sadness that there even needs to be a place where children can go when they can't live at home. When finally 2 staff workers appear, flanking a child. I presume the Danielle I've been told about, who is obviously fresh from a shower. Her wet black hair is swept back into a ponytail, framing a very pretty, slightly chubby, but extremely pissed-off-looking face. I'd been informed that the clothes Danielle had been wearing when she was brought in were considered inappropriate, so her new attire consists of a plus-size, shapeless black pantsuit, the type favored by larger women in their 60s and probably purchased at Walmart or Talbot's. The outfit swamps her short frame, her hands hidden in the sleeves, the pants bagged up around her ankles, creating a bizarre Aladdin look that is enhanced by an incongruous pair of black open-toed heels. Despite encouragement from the staff to put on socks and slippers, she has vehemently refused to let go of her shoes and clatters down the hallway with the familiar gait of a girl whose feet are killing her. The staff members introduce me to Danielle as someone who wants to talk to you.